Sam Hubbard there in that defense?
That's why you just never give up on a drive. It's even when it's down there and inside the 2. That's what our defense is really. The low red zone really over the last couple of years has been awesome from our defense, and today was no different. But for Logan to knock that ball out and Sam to finish it off 98 yards later, really changed the momentum of the game, because you're looking at a 14-point swing right there, going down 7, going up 7. It was a challenge on offense, certainly. It's one of the better defenses we face all year, and so we knew that going in, and our defense really carried us in the fourth quarter, and we needed that.
Zach, obviously I'm sure you're probably waiting results on Jonah, but how would you assess the state of your offensive line now with LC done for the season, Kappa pending, taking return?
Yeah, fighting. I'd assess them as they're fighting, giving us a chance.
I know you say next man up, but when you lose three starters down on the offensive line, how much does that take away from your playbook? Not just just getting comfortable with some of the stuff because you haven't repped it with probably that group specifically.
Well, that's the most challenging part, is just getting the reps in there, because a guy like Jackson's got to rep both sides. And it's impossible to predict where you're going to have to go in first. So, that's the thing going forward. We'll see who's available and healthy. Do our best to rep them and get them going.
What is it about this defense? I mean, because they were on their heels, I think, a little bit there, dealing with Huntley and stuff, and then in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Not only the Hubbard play, but all the stops.
Yeah, I mean, just the second half in general this entire year. That's really been the storyline for our defense is rising up and really just not allowing the offense to have anything. And so for our offense to be able to get in rhythm and be able to score points, but our defense just second half has just been fantastic. Today was no different. And it's good to see that they brought that second half defense to the playoffs also.
The Ravens, I was just saying, the Ravens didn't really, they just gave you nothing. I mean, it was all underneath, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you ever see the Ravens defense play like that for a whole game?
I mean, they do a good job. They got a lot of healthy guys up front that rotate through there. The backers, I mean, they're good at every level of the defense, and so they make you earn it. They're not going to give up any explosives. That's the biggest thing. They're making you go to the field. That's why our drives were so long. So many plays, because every time we played them, all 3 times we played them, all of our drives have been, over 10-play drives, and so it's strange. It was a strange game. You get 3 possessions in the first half. We got our 3rd possession there with 4 minutes left in the half, it felt like, and that's just what it is. Every possession's so critical. That's why those turnovers, those 2 turnovers we got on defense, really, it's the game. We win the turnover battle 2-1. That's why you win the game in a game like that, and there's no secret sauce there.
Zach, it seemed like one of the critical moments of the game was Jonah goes down. Jonah goes down. You hold them to a field goal right before halftime.
Right.
You get a 1-point lead, and you get off the field defensively to start the third quarter, and go down for the touchdown. Can you talk about, with everything swirling around the team, uncertainty, how critical that period was?
Yeah, that's a critical stretch right there, because they stole those points before the half, and they were going to get the ball first. And so it was so big for our defense to come out with the stop to start, and then for our offense to immediately respond with a touchdown drive, an 8-point drive. And so really that's what allowed us to regain the momentum. We may have lost the momentum there before that last turnover with Sam and Logan, but that was big to have that momentum going in the second half, knowing that you were not going to have a ton of possessions.
Did that make a difference, you think, to the halftime speech? I mean, was there deflated at all?
No, not deflated. I mean, it's 3 possessions each. I mean, it was strangest. It's not, because that's how it was the first time we played them. But no, I think everybody at halftime knew that's not an unexpected way for that game to be 10-9 at halftime with limited possessions. That didn't surprise anybody.
What did you see on Akeem Davis-Gaither's interception? And even though he only plays so many snaps, it seems like he's always around the ball.
Yeah, he was in great position there and secured the catch. And I didn't see how it finished. I know they rolled him down way back there, so I didn't see how that fell out. But when they throw him to you, you got to catch it. That's half the battle, and he did a great job there.
Your defense finds a way, but I mean, you would have liked to close this out on offense. You had 3 different opportunities to do so. Or is there concern about that, frustration around that you weren't able to put it away the way you wanted?
Well, certainly. I mean, you want to be able to help the defense out more, and even if it's not putting points on the board like we want, just better field position, and not have them be able to return a kick and with the penalty be beyond the 50. And there was different reasons why some of those drives stalled out. One of them was a holding penalty that put us way back on the 10. Other ones we were close and just didn't quite get it done. But again, all that matters at this point is winning and being able to fix it this week and move forward.
Do you remember what you said to Sam after he came off the field?
I couldn't find Sam. I think Sam was the last one I found. I just congratulated everybody.
What is going through the TV? Caught a classic shot of you reacting as Sam's running down the field. What's going through your mind as he's
Yelling at all those people just to block somebody. You know, it looked like Mark Andrews was going to run down, and we had a whole caravan of people, and that's what was going through my mind.
Zach,
Run faster.
I'm sorry.
It's tough. You know, you consider, well, look at that drive, what Sam probably went through in that drive to be down there. And now you're in a goal line situation, and now someone's being telling. That's why you do all the summer conditioning he probably did at Ohio State his entire life. You know, and at Moeller and all those reps. All reminds you that's why you do it. You know, and for moments like that to be able to finish strong like you did, and that was awesome for the hometown kid to finish it that way.
What do you think, Zach? I know you talked last year when you started the new tradition. You said you dreamed about taking game balls around the city. I'm not trying to pin you down to that right now, but have you thought about continuing that tradition?
Oh, I know I'm continuing that tradition. Yeah, that tradition's never going to die.
Is that tonight? You go out?
That's tonight. Yeah.
You have a spot in mind
Well, if you guys keep holding me out, maybe the bar. I don't know what time bars close here, but we'll find one.
What do you think? New bars this year?
Yeah. We got a good thing going, you know, and I'm not going to reveal all that right now, but we want to include as many people as possible.
What do you make of Burrow's performance, given with the offensive line, given the defense? How was he tonight?
So some of the plays that people aren't going to real, you know, the 3rd and 1 play when we were, I don't know, on our minus 30, we got zone coverage. The play was a disaster, and for him, just on the sprint out to reverse course and gets the first down, really is a play that should get more. Storylines than realized, because it was a bad play versus a bad look, and he just kind of willed it to happen. And I again, I don't have the stats in front of me, but that's probably the possession we scored on in the 3rd quarter, you know. And so for that one to get us started there on 3rd and 1 when he scrambles for that, and then all of a sudden we go down there and 8 points. If we don't get that drive, then who knows how the game goes from there. It's a 3 and out and we're punting, but you know, he just makes plays like that just kind of will us to victory. Did a great job on the throw to Hayden that got us down to the 1 yard line. That was a great, you know, he took a play, made an adjustment, and that's why he was able to hit Hayden. He recognized the coverage, and so again, he just makes special plays like that, and you know, that's what we need in this playoff time.
How big of a drive was that to establish some momentum after losing Jonah? You go up 9-0,
Yeah.
down 10-9, just to kind of.
Yeah, it was big. You know, it's our defense got us that stop, and then I think that possession took us all the way down to 5 minutes in the 3rd quarter. You know, it was a pretty time-consuming possession. It gives you you know, feel like you're in decent control there. So it was a big possession. Yeah.
Coach, difference between this year and last year. I mean, last year, the first playoff win in 30 years. I mean, obviously, it's just as exciting. Does it feel a little different? Does it also, I guess, the first Bengal team to win playoff games in back-to-back years? What does all that mean?
Well, it's special. You know, there's such a tremendous history here. So you don't take anything for granted in this league. It really, at this point, doesn't matter what seed you are. Every game is going to be a dogfight, and we knew that. And we were going to get their best shot, and they gave it to us. And our guys found a way to win. Is it different than last year? Winning's just fun. You know, we work so hard. This season is so long. You go through all the peaks and valleys that I go through with all the people in this room here every step of the way. And so then you get to the playoffs, and it can all be over in a heartbeat. And our guys didn't want that to happen. And so they found a way to move on to the next week.
Zach, I know you don't want to be looking ahead and game planning yet, but the game that was lost against the Bills, how meaningful and special is it in some ways to have a chance to play that game again?
Yeah, you know, it's I feel like 2 deserving teams, and Buffalo is one of the greatest environments to go play in all of football. You know, I've been there many times, and it's a fun environment. It's a worthy playoff environment, and so our guys are going to be juiced up and ready to go, and it should be a heck of a game.